So we're here to celebrate, obviously, Joe's 40 years as a realtor. It's been an amazing 40 years. A lot of you have witnessed the ins and outs that Joe has done in this business.
In terms of price change?
In Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
Your beautiful face.
We worked together 26 years ago.
Because it's history as well.
Well, you don't get one, but you get one. So one day.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes, and he taught me so
Long
much.
time.
I'll take this.
Get out of the car.
Yes, it is.
With his bottle of water.
Rick, he had 40 years as a realtor. Oh my God. For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. We're going again. So I know you will never retire. So the only way to have a party is to celebrate 40 years as a realtor, and these are the people who would love to celebrate that. So congratulations. Thank you guys. Congratulations. 40 years. Wow. Oh my God. I haven't seen him for so long.
You might not even know me.
Oh yes, I do. How could I forget? My best manager.
It's easy to be the
Oh my God, Peter.
All the best to you.
You mean you came all the way from Florida to thank you. I don't know what to say. You told me. Oh my gosh, my good buddies. Oh my God. Joe, your brother never had a day happen, eh?
Good to see you.
Didn't you just talk on the phone?
I wasn't invited. I just showed up to serve the leader.
It shows how we get mixed up. You and Mr.
Congratulations, darling.
Yeah.
Joanne,
Yes, sir.
Surprise!
Surpresa, surpresa. Oh my God.
Well done, guys. Well done.
You pull it off, Ricky.
I would have liked to tell you that.
I know you would. You do it good, didn't you?
Good job, bud. Good
I
job.
didn't get the right.
Ready?
Having the cake.
Oh, look at that. Sorry. Yeah.
There's a course with the board.
Us old fellas, right? You had to do a test. We had to took those
I did one for
personality tests. Yeah. Yeah. And what did it say?
Oh, great. I will make a great manager.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and Joe and I, we started together. Ann was the manager, Joe had just started, I was relatively new in the business. And I remember Joe starting out, I think you were working at Ford at the time, part-time, not sure whether this business will work out for you or not. And I think, how long did it take you to be the number one agent in the office?
Not very long. Not very long.
Yeah. You would come in with a handful of listings every day.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's why I quit Forbes after
Yeah.
months.
I always remember Joe when he was going on his own and we were managing in the White Oaks office, and it was really funny because we're all trying to help him get started. Like, you're doing this for your competition now. We were all cheering for Joe because he's such a wonderful person. So it was a great experience working with him.
The help that Canada Trust gave me, you were so right. To have the secretary of your existing employer helping you going on your own. The Canada Trust wanted me to open an office in the East End. I wanted my own thing, and the rest was the story.
Bom dia. I had to learn how to speak Portuguese to
Yes.
work here.
Joanne was one of the very few real estate agents that went on a family vacation.
I did.
She came on a family vacation to Portugal.
And I had to learn how to say 2 words to survive. Pão, which is bread, and sardinhas.
Yes.
It was so good. And his wife, Cecilia, lets me call her Irma, which is Portuguese for sister. Irma. Oh, yeah. So that's where all my Portuguese comes from. Tá bom,
I was with Joe for 3 years and on my own for 10 with Mike and then back to Joe for 3 years. But I'm 34 years of business and I got my start with Joe. And so when you're starting, you're 18, you don't know a whole bunch. But Joe was always there to take a phone call and really give my grassroots. So for him, I thank him.
There's not too many of us that have been around for 40 years, is there?
I gotta grab somebody.
You've always been stellar to deal with, to do business with, and just as just a statesman for the industry. And if there's anything that we can all aspire to do, it's to treat our fellow colleagues the way you have always have. So thank you for that.
Well said. Well said.
And Joe would come in, and because a lot of those, back then, a lot of people didn't speak great English, and he was there, and he would interpret for them and explain things. I'm not sure he always told them the way I was telling them. He was telling them the way that they were supposed to. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I very much appreciate the benefit that I've had of knowing Joe for, gosh, that'd be 35 years, 34 years
At least, yeah.
Anyway.
And we're still here.
We're
still doing business together.
Exactly. Yeah. So thank you very much, Joe.
Well, and we've been to many conferences and so on, and Joe was always the calm mind, you know, he was always, he was the man of reason, and you know, so I've always had a great deal of respect for you, Joe, for what you've been able to accomplish, and the terrific salesperson you are, and you know, and being a manager and a broker, you're always keeping track of who's selling what and how good which salespeople are. And I'd always be like, God damn, Joe does so well.
Being a son of a realtor is a very interesting life, and if you guys don't know, when he bought this building 38 years ago or so, he redid it and we lived upstairs. So I grew up as a little kid. Like I say, the secretaries were my aunts, the agents were my uncles, and this was a big part. Some kids were learning how to fish for trout and bass. He taught me how to fish for clients. But at the end of the day, he taught us about hard work, and no matter what, to find out what you love to do and figure out a way to make money doing it. And that's one thing I think he did for sure, was find out a way to make money around the things that he loved. And this industry, he absolutely loves, and I think you guys can all attest to that. But the one thing that I think meant the most to him in this 40 years, and he can tell you if this is different, but was the people that he encountered along the way. And not just any people, but the people who respected him for who he was and what he brought to the table. It wasn't easy being a Portuguese guy back in the day with an accent to get into this business, and he found a way, and it truly meant a lot to him, the people who respected him along the way. And I believe that a lot of those people are here today. So thank you so much for coming here today and sharing this moment with my dad, because I know it means a lot to him. And cheers to Joe Pinheiro, and 40 years as a realtor.
Cheers and thank you. Joanne, where's your glass?
You need one?
I finished it. Some things never change.
It's such a surprise that I didn't expect, and I don't know what to say. Usually I'm not lost for words, but I mean, I can echo his words that the people that I've encountered, being involved in the board so many years, and the conferences like Peter and Ann and Peter, just recently at Rick. I just love this business from the day one, and I think you all are witness to that. And one of the proudest things now, naturally, is know what it is, right? Is having this
My
guy.
haircut.
Is having this guy beside me for 10 years and now basically ready to take on for another 40 years hopefully. So that's something that I will cherish for the rest of my life. I did something right, I think, at least. Cheers. And thanks, guys. I mean, I don't know what to say anymore. All the best. Okay. Yeah. This is the next generation.
Julian.
I never forget it, as I was saying, I was on my way to work, and I had the license, which I don't know how or why I got it. So I gotta do something with this thing. They give me a job part-time. That's what was my own thing. I don't know at that time, but it was like just to talk to people, tell them what I was doing, give me the listing, give me the sale, whatever. And that's what I did.